ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஸ்ரீ விஷ்ணுசித்த குலநந்தன கல்பவல்லீம் ஸ்ரீ ரங்கராஜ ஹரிச்சந்தன யோகதிருஷ்யாம் சாக்ஷாக்ஷமாம் கருணையா கமலாமி வான்யாம் கோதாமனன்ய சரணம் பிரபத்யே. Andal and the Gopikas requested Sri Krishna to come out like a mighty lion and sit on the throne to listen to their request and to consider the purpose of their approach. Krishna, considering the wishes of the Gopikas, came out to sit on the throne. At that moment, Andal and the Gopikas look at him with happiness and enjoy his beauty and style of his walking. When they looked him walk, their hearts melt, feeling the strain for his gentle and tender legs, and started singing Pallandu, that you may live forever for that walk. As Krishna came with Pirati, sat on the mighty throne, they came to him and touched his lotus feet and prayed him. With a melting heart, they sing poetry, that is, wishing for the lotus feet forever. They did Mangalasasanam for Bhagavan's lotus feet in this Pasuram. Today is the 24th Pasuram of Tirupavai. அன்று இவ்வுலகம் அளந்தாய் அடி போற்றி, சென்றங்கு தென்னிலங்கை செற்றாய் திரள் போற்றி, பொன்றச் சகடம் உதைத்தாய் புகழ் போற்றி, கன்று குணிலாய் எறிந்தாய் கழல் போற்றி, குன்று குடையாய் எடுத்தாய் குணம் போற்றி, வென்று பகை கெடுக்கும் நின் கையில் வேல் போற்றி, என்றென்றும் உன் சேவகமே ஏத்தி பறைகொள்வான், இன்றியாம் வந்தோம் இரங்கேலோர் எம்பாவாய். This Pasuram is also very special as it is considered as Mangalasasana Pasuram and is chanted twice. When we go to Tirumala Yatra, we go with a lot of proposals to place before Bhagavan and go to him. But the moment we go and stand before the Lord Thiruvenkadamudayan, we just will be in a trance and surrender at his lotus feet. Same happened to Andal and the Gopikas here. The moment they had the darshan of the Lord Krishna, they forgot their purpose of standing before him. They started singing poetry for his lotus feet. First, she praises the glory of the lotus feet, which measured the whole world during Trivikrama Avataram. Andal gets involved in this Trivikrama Avataram in 3 Pasurams. Ongi Ulagalanda in the 3rd Pasuram, Ambara Moodarathu Ongi Ulagalanda in the 17th Pasuram, and in this Pasuram. She recollects again Bhagavan's Vatsalyam in blessing all the sentient and non-sentient creatures of the world. When he measured the whole world, then his foot would have covered the head of Mahabali also. Prahalada took a boon from the Lord that he should not kill anyone from his clan. So Bhagavan sent Mahabali to Patal Lok and kept his 3rd foot not as Trivikrama but as Vamana only. Bhagavan was pleased with the Audharyam of Mahabali, even after he was stopped by Sukracharya by warning him that the Brahmin boy as Vamana is none other than the Lord Narayana himself. Bali was determined to keep up his word and do the Dhanam. Recollecting all the greatness, Andal sings Andru Ivulagam Alandai Adipotri. These Gopikas in the Gopika Geetam sings that the Supreme Lord as Sri Krishna in Gokul, walking on the rough surfaces with barefoot, hurts them a lot. The same feeling is expressed by Andal also in this Pasuram. In the second line, Sendrangu Tennilangai Settrai Thiral Potri. They recollect the greatness of Sri Rama when he walked all the way from Ayodhya to Sri Lanka. Sri Rama, when left Ayodhya for the forest, was wearing the paduka, that is the footwear. We were consoling ourselves that at least there is some protection for your feet. But not even halfway, that was also taken by Bharata. How did you walk with a bare foot? The very thought of it hurts us. Oh Rama, you need not have walked that far to kill Ravana, the one who destroyed the enemies who were to the north of the ocean from the southern end. When Samudrarajan requested you, you need not have walked to kill Ravana going to Lanka. The very purpose of your walking in the forest is to fulfill the request of the rishis of having your darshan. So to give darshan to the rishis and to establish dharma you walked. Let that lotus feet be for us forever. The next 3 lines, Ponrachakadam Udaithai Pugal Potri, Kandru Kunila Verindai Kadal Potri, Kundru Kudayai Eduthai Gunam Potri, speaks about Krishna Avatar. Ponrachakadam Udaithai Pugal Potri, Kandru Kunila Verindai Kadal Potri, says that Sri Krishna killed Chakatasuran who came in disguise of the wheel of the cart by the childish kick. It can also be said for Kaliya Garvabhangam. The multi heads of Kali encircling like a wheel against Krishna, Krishna stood on its hoods and danced and destroyed the pride of Kaliya. Two asuras came to kill Krishna sent by Kamsa. One entered into a tree and another into the calf by their evil powers. Krishna, by circling and throwing the asura in the disguise of a calf, made him hit against the tree and kill the other one too. We might wonder in the above, it is Sri Krishna's hands that killed the asuras. Then why to glorify the lotus feet? When Krishna plunged into action, keeping one foot in the front and the other slightly bent, what others could see is his lotus feet, with the golden anklets, which were firm on the ground, facilitating his action. So, singing the glory of the lotus feet of the Bhagavan. Kundru Kudayai Edutthai Gunam Potri speaks about the Govardhana Puja. When Sri Krishna made the whole Vrindavan do puja for Govardhan, Indra became wild and jealous and wanted to show his powers, forgetting that Sri Krishna is none other than Sriman Narayana. He thought of teaching a lesson to the Gopas. Indra made the whole of that place to be flooded with heavy rain continuously for days together. All the Gopas and the cattle were put to hardships. Sri Krishna, who accepted the prasadam offered to Govardhan by the Gopas as a small child, consoled them that the hillock will protect them. He lifted it like an umbrella and made a shelter for all the Gopas and cattle of Vrindavan. Andal heart melts for this Sausilya Guna of Emperuman. He is Sarveshwaran, supreme. Mingling with these Gopas and Gopikas as one among them is on the one hand. Normally, the servants holds umbrella to the master of the king. The King of Kings, the Supreme Lord, holding an umbrella for his people is not heard anywhere. Only Emperuman can show such a Vatsalyam and Sausilyam. When he lifted the hillock Govardhan, the Gopas asked him, "Who are you?" Did he tell them, "I am your Lord? You should worship me"? No. He asked them to do puja to Govardhan. He said, "Take me as your relative, as one amongst you." He gave shelter to everyone and protected them. That is his Sausilyam. Till Indra gets tired and stopped the rain, Bhagavan was holding the mountain on his little finger. Moved by this, Andal says, Kundru Kudayai Edutthai Gunam Potri. The fingers which is so soft and gentle and to hold the lotus flower is here holding a hillock. So she sang of this Kalyana Guna as Gunam Potri. Next, Vendru Pagaikadukkum Ninkayil Vel Potri. Here the phrase used by Andal shows that Bhagavan do not kill anyone with his weapon. Pagai Kedukkum. He only destroys the pride and the feeling of the enmity in them. He waits for them to get corrected and come to him. For him, all are his children. He thus kills their enmity with him, protects them in various births, and waits for them till they come to him like a mother for her child. Dasaratha was holding a javelin, so did Rama. Kurvel Kodundodilan Nandagopan, so did Krishna. So, Vendru Pagaikadukkum Ninkayil Vel Potri. என்றென்றும் உன் சேவகமே ஏத்தி பறைகொள்வான் இன்றியாம் வந்தோம். As they praised his glorifying actions expressing his valor, Vatsalyam, Sausilyam in his previous avatars and did Mangalasasanam for all his earlier actions, Krishna said, "Okay, good, now you can go." They replied, "Earlier we said we wanted to have a holy bath, that is Margadi Neeratam. We have a part in this Nonbu, so we want to get parai from you." Means for doing Nonbu, we want to have all the requirements required for the Nonbu and your divine service. We want to do the Nonbu starting with Mangalasasanam, that is wishing you. Gopikas told Krishna that you are sleeping. We came to you without sleep. With the consent and wish of everyone in Aipadi, we all have come here today. See, in Vamana Avatar, you tried to reach all the worlds. In Rama Avatar, you walked all through in search. But here, we have come in search of you. Andal has said in this Pasuram, Potri 6 times. That is doing Mangalasasanam 6 times to Bhagavan for his 6 Kalyana Gunas as Jnana, Bala, Aishwarya, Virya, Shakti and Tejas. Irangu, she says, considering all these, please be kind to us. This Pasuram number is 24. 2 plus 4 making 6. Speaking about 6 Kalyana Gunas of the Bhagavan with 6 times Potri. Let us surrender at the lotus feet of Andal, who showed us the right path, and surrender at the lotus feet of the Lord and pray for his divine service, not only in this world and the other world too. Andal Rangamanar Tiruvadigalai Sharanam. ஸ்ரீமதி விஷ்ணுசித்தாரிய மனோநந்தன ஹேதவே நந்தநந்தன சுந்தரியை கோதாயை நித்தியமங்கலம்.